It's a warning. Bongino, who's looking for a teepee for his bunghole, teepee, says this could be the abrupt end of my new radio show. This is the end. This is the middle. This is the beginning. Hold on, we gotta take this. Stop. Pause. Back up. All right. So this is it's got to be a tough announcement. You know, the toughest announcement since his scalp pigmentation went awry. Let's see. Dan Bongino, this could be the end.
Well, to those of you out there who work for this company and other companies, I don't speak with forked tongue. I'm with you.
I don't speak with forked tongue. I'm with you. And by the way, he's got the little. Please read this really fast.
And I'm working today and have been for weeks on this.
You sound great. Yes, it sounds. You don't sound bitter and dejected and broken at all.
And candidly, I'd rather not be here today on the station or any of the.
Well, then something we finally share, because we'd rather you not be on the air either. But we're glad you are, because you might read something and it's hilarious.
Stations. I'd rather just talk to you on my podcast.
Yeah, I understand. And if you haven't listened to Bongino's Go Nat or Go Home anti-steroid rants, it's beautiful stuff, especially when he stops giggling.
Mine. And I do what I want. And I do what I want here too. Make no mistake.
Well, it's not a mistake. Clearly, you can't do what you do on your podcast on there. Right now, I'm sure on your podcast you speak louder. This is all so depressing.
But I'm doing it.
I love to do it. I just did it and I want to do it again. I just can't do it on the radio.
I want something to change and I'm giving them an opportunity to do it. But if they don't, this is going to be an entirely untenable situation going forward.
What, do they have a vax mandate at your station?
You really want me on your airwaves every day talking about this?
No, actually.
You have a choice. Mm-hmm. I work with you. I do not work for you.
They gave you a show, so yeah, you do. Yes, you do work for them. Sorry. Where in the world do you think you don't work for the station or production company that put your show on? The fuck are you talking about?
I never will.
You do already. You are currently lying. Yes, you work for these idiots, whoever they are. He's a broken man.
You've had other people in a corner, but you don't have me.
Well, they have you in a box. I mean, you've got it in. You're filming this for Instagram, for Christ's sakes.
And it's my obligation, given everything I've been through health-wise. It's my obligation to stand up for them.
Huh?
A lot of them, their entire livelihood was at risk. I don't know if you cared about that or you just disregarded it. I don't know. Would you have a personal consultation with Fauci or something? They tell you how valuable these mandates are?
It's the station he's on. He's got to come into the building and do a show on the station. He's got to do this thing. Here's a good idea. Build your own fucking station, asshole. Who cares? Is that what this is about? Do they have a vaccine mandate at the studio you use every day? Because that's really the only area it matters. Who gives a shit if you're vaccinated or not if you do your show from home? I am, but I do my show from home. But if I wasn't, and I was against it or being a prick like you, I'd build a studio at home and it'd be nobody's goddamn business. But, see, you get to do your podcast or whatever else from that studio and it looks all pro and you get your free room and all this kind of stuff and it's written into your contract that you get the space to do it. You don't want to pony up for a $400 microphone and a backdrop.
Again, I don't know what led you to the mistaken belief that I was just going to sit back and and take this and let these people wither on the vine.
I still don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I'm not. So we find ourselves in this situation right here where...
What situation? This is your clip. The fuck are you talking about?
I'm on their airwaves. You're listening to me on their airwaves. They're standing
So you do work for them.
by a principle that's not mine. A principle it goes entirely against my
Then get your own fucking airwaves, dum-dum.
dose of freedom and liberty. And we're at a logger.
Then stop and do your fucking show on podcast. Or what do you mean? What?
So I'll be keeping you updated on that situation day by day.
What situation?
What I'm doing. And as I said, I don't see this going forward as a workable arrangement.
He's pregnant. Is he pregnant? He's pregnant. Thanks. I'm glad you think my setup is way classier. I appreciate that. I built this myself, you know. I did these graphics myself. There are multiple layers. So like the name goes over the thing and then that's put down there. I wish my green screen was bigger, but what are you going to do? I mean, if I lean this way, you can't tell. I guess.
But
the fuck are you talking about? Is your station vax mandating or what? And why can't you do it at home? And what the fuck are you talking about?
you're kind of in a spot, doesn't it?
No, I don't. No one knows.
It's them kind of in a spot too.
Why are they in a spot? I guarantee they can find somebody to fill in your time in the airways. Nobody gives a shit.
We both can't be in that spot at the same time.
Well, yeah, it's a time spot during this. They'll have to find somebody else, you know, to do the radio show during that time. That happens. Yeah. Won't be hard. You think there's a shortage of right-wing assholes who won't like, hey, you want a free radio spot for 2 hours in the afternoon, drive time, or wherever the fuck he's on?
So I told you what I was going to do. I told you I was going to go on the air today and address this.
What, bore everyone to death?
And now you have it.
No, I don't have it. What the fuck are you talking about?
And I'll be doing that every day. This is
great. I hope it's just this clear. Jesus Christ. The fuck? Make a note to self. Make fucking sense tomorrow.
This is day one.
Yeah, write down day one in your journal. Dear God, this is me, Bongino. I am looking for TP for my bunghole.
And vaccine mandate action. Okay, so we will be...
I'm sorry, what? This is the note. This is fucking hell. What?
Mandate of Dan's vaccine mandate action. Okay, so we will be...
This is day one of Dan's vaccine action... What?
Track of this moving forward.
Yeah, everybody got your notebook out? The fuck?
I really don't want to do this.
Do what? Do what? Does anybody know what the fuck he's talking about?
But because you've been gracious enough to listen to this show and listen to me, I do have to produce a product for you for 3 hours a day, and I do.
Because of the right, because you're contracted to do so. Because you fucking work for somebody, you tool. Jesus.
Believe in that product. And
by the way, he's drinking tea. Do you have a sore throat? Does he have COVID? Is that what's happening? Does he have the flu?
I'm on the air with these airwaves, however long that lasts.
Drinking tea. But don't worry. It's not like, it's not like a girly tea. It's like a man tea. It puts the tea in testosterone.
I am going to produce you a product so you're not wasting your time.
What? Who? Who are you talking to? Your own producers? What the fuck?
But I want you to know I'm not letting this go.
What, your show? It sounds like you are. What are you not letting go?
I'm not even considering letting it go. I'm announcing it
Apparently you are.
publicly so you know I'm not letting it go. I'm announcing it to them on their airwaves so they know, you know, I know.
I'm sorry, their airways? I thought they work for you.
We know and they know nobody's letting it go.
You know that I know that you want to fuck me. Now, bend over. Sorry, Eddie Murphy.
But I promise you, I have no intentions of letting these guys
Dictate what they do at their own business as an employee. Get fucked, you clown.
get let go, get harassed because they made a private and personal medical decision on only one of the biggest issues of our time. Imagine the countless number of individuals trying to explain to these companies ever thought of that? The countless numbers of moms and dads who are sitting at some kitchen table explaining it.
Saying, yeah, look, your mom's got an immunological issue and she can't get the vaccine, so I have to be extra careful. And there's some anti-vax assholes at my office, and they've been fighting it, and I mean the company's pushing back, but they can't do anything about it. And they're walking around the hallways coughing on people, so I have to quit my job and we have to move so that your mom doesn't die. You mean conversations like that?
Kids, how they may have to move out, how daddy doesn't have a job.
No. So moms don't have jobs. I see.
Because a bunch of people in a C-suite thought it'd be a good idea to sit around and play pretend Dr. Fauci for a moment and mandate people jam something in their bodies that they don't want to take.
Or get tested once a week.
You ever put yourself in that role? You ever put yourself at that kitchen table with mom?
Yeah. I mean, I had to get the whooping cough vaccine when my kids started going to kindergarten because I wanted to volunteer. So yeah.
Dad telling their kids that?
Kids, we got to move. Why? Because I'm an anti-vaxxer, and if your mother and I have talked, and we want you both to die of measles, so we're moving to Oregon and joining a cult.
Imagine how the kids respond. That fear they got to live with.
I don't know. I would ask Joe Biden's dad.
You know, I grew up without a lot of money. My mom used to make bologna sandwiches for dinner.
Right, and you'd cook the bologna because it was stale, and it'd make the bologna last long.
And when the bologna was no good, you'd cook it, and you'd make
Right, we've heard this bullshit before.
good right quick, right?
Yeah, the old cooked bologna sandwich story. Fuck off.
I'm not leaving any of those guys behind.
And by those guys, you mean bologna sandwiches, right?
Have me, or you can have the mandate.
I guess mandate then. Yeah, I guess voting, guys. We can have a mandate where we work in a place where people either have to get it's a testing mandate. It's not really a vaccine mandate, but everybody has to get tested once a week until we get through this, or you can get the vaccine, or we can all work with Mr. Cooks tuna in the microwave and leaves half-open yogurt containers mixed with some sort of whey powder, I guess, in the fridge while drinking nothing but pre-workouts all day long and farting holes in the office walls. Anyway, yes? Okay, it's unanimous, Dan. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
But you can't have both of us. Well, to those of you...
Seriously, I don't know what the fuck that is. I still don't know. And this is his clip. He posted this. Dan Bongino show clips. I work with you. I do not work for you. Yes, he does. He works for them. He's under contract to them. That's how contracts work. I simply cannot stay silent and watch this happen. I accept the consequences that may... What are you... The fuck are you talking about?